Hello and welcome back to Cloudz. It is me, Torin, and today I'll be reviewing an RTA that goes by the name of Cylin. It's made by Wismec and Jaybo. And before we get down for some up-close time with this neat little RTA, just tell you some specs real quick. It is 27 millimeters tall, not 27 millimeters, 57.2 millimeters tall. It has a 22 millimeter diameter and has a capacity of 3.5 milliliters. So without further ado, let's head down for a nice little close-up of this neat little RTA. Alright, so the Cylin RTA. This is the box that it came in. And obviously everything's not here, but of course in the box you get the RTA, an extra glass tank, and, well, a missing bit that I can't remember. Another thing you get, if you take out this foam, is a little instruction quick start guide so you can get started quickly. And it has some useful things in there, like how to take certain stuff off and things like that. But let's just get straight into the RTA. The RTA, the gimmick about this RTA is that it's almost completely disassemblable. You can take it apart. So the strip tip, I don't really get the strip tip because, well, yeah. So the drip tip, this top cap comes off. This is how you refill it. Once you have some juice in there, you can refill it by just taking the cap off like that. The tank then comes off, boop, by just pulling it off like that. And then you can pull these two portions off. I'm not going to do that right now because it's a pain in the ass. And then you can even take off the airflow ring by just prying on it. I remember first time doing this, I thought I broke it because it just like snaps and it's scary. But yeah, the airflow ring comes off, and then this is the least favorite thing. My least favorite thing about this Addy is that to get this off, and they don't show you this in the quick start guide, you have to turn it one way. If you couldn't see that, you got to turn it one way, and then you just got to pull it off like that. And then that's how you get this little part off, and you can change your coil from in there. This is not the stock coil that came inside of this RTA. The stock coil that comes in this is the notch coil, and so I just showed you how to get rid of that because it's complete garbage. And if you don't know why it's complete garbage, it's garbage, and I would love to explain it to you, but I'm not going to. But how this little system works is that the cap here has just a tiny little like bar that protrudes out a little bit. And then this has an indentation on it, so you pretty much just slide it in, and then you turn it, and it locks it in place. And it doesn't really tell you that in the quick start guide, so I had the most fun in the world trying to get this thing off. And then you just twist it, boop, like that, and it's locked into place and you can't get it out. Airflow ring pops right on, just like that. Then you can turn it and stuff, yay. Your top sort of cap fits on right there. And then your airflow, or not airflow, but this is your way to fill it, and also to turn on the dripping, and then your drip tip, just like that. So another thing about this is an auto dripping system. So the top cap here spins, can't see that, spins like that, and that's how you open up the holes on the bottom. So if I just show you like that, you see them open up for just a quick second, and they close. Now the problem with this is that you turn it all the way one way and it's closed. And then you spin it around the other way and it's still closed. So it's just somewhere in the middle that it opens up, right there, and your juice can flow onto your coils and get sweet, sweet vapor goodness. Let's put this back on. There's also little notches in here, so you can line that up perfectly with where your cotton is. Just like that. And that's pretty much the RTA, so I'm just going to go back up close and tell you what I think about this RTA and what my final consensus is. Ah, shit. This is the struggles of, like, having a dog that's not a Chihuahua. Alright, so we're back up close, and you may notice I don't actually have the RTA on. It's still just sitting right here. And the reason is I don't have juice for it, really. Courtney's bringing over a juice that we are reviewing. I'm not going to give away anything, but we are reviewing a juice soon. and she's coming over so I can put it in this RTA, and then we can test it. You just sit on that for a while. I'm gonna wait for her to bring that over, and then I'll put juice in here. I'll vape on it for a little bit. I'll probably video record whatever later in the day, so that I sort of have a grasp on what this RTA feels like using. So until she gets here, I guess I'm just gonna vape on my normal stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys when she gets here and I fill up this RTA. There we go. Alright, so I got the juice, I put it inside the RD or RTA, and I vaped on it. It's actually the next day. I vaped on it throughout the night, and it is currently sitting over there in a towel, in a shirt, sorry. And there's a few reasons why it's in that towel. The main reason is this thing leaks. It's like a bursting dam, that RTA is. And maybe it's because I don't know how to use it, but this RTA just has a list of problems. One of the problems is, on the top of it, the juice flow. As I said, you twist it one way, it's closed. You twist it all the way to the other, it's closed. So in the middle, it flows. It says it's an auto dripping system, but if you just leave it open, it's going to flood everywhere. If you leave it closed, then it's just a bad experience. The airflow is incredibly it's a terrible airflow system they thought up of. So you feel like you have a lot more adjustment when you're using it, when in reality it's just it's a smaller hole, but it feels like you have a lot more adjustment with it. And also, when you have the Addy screwed on, the airflow will be pressed right up against the top of your mod. And the problem with that is, if you have your mod screwed on tight, you can't adjust the airflow, you know, if you can grab a hold of it and turn it. So that's terrible. The deck only supports a single coil, which is a preference thing. I like my dual coils. I love them. But it only supports one coil that you can put in there. And I'm pretty sure that's like all the downsides to it. Do I recommend this Addy? No, I really don't. It's finicky to use. It's not very user-friendly. It looked awesome. I was excited for it, but it just turned out to be a disappointment. And I'm disappointed. I'm fairly disappointed. I'll still leave links down in the description on where you can buy this, or just look at your favorite vape store. They'll probably be selling it. Another Addy that I would recommend, their first Addy that they released, Jaybo and Wismec released. I loved that. That was like my daily driver. It was called the one sec. It was the Theorem. I used the Theorem months on end, and I loved that RTA. It's a tank. It's awesome. You have your coils on top. The wicks go down to your tank on the bottom, and it just worked amazingly. In the filling system, take the cap off, you fill it. That was awesome. I just loved that RTA. We haven't done a review or anything on it. I wanted to, but mine is currently broken. I broke all of the glass on it because I was stupid. And so I broke all the glass on that, sadly. Maybe I'll get another one and do a review on it. Another Addy I highly recommend. We have done a review on it. Courtney did. It's the Cheetah by OBS. That's an awesome one. It's not a tank, but it has a really deep juice well, so you're able to just, you know, go ham on that, and you'll be fine. Yeah, the Cylin RTA, disappointment. I don't like it. I personally don't like it. If you want to try it, go ahead, but I do not recommend it. It's not very user-friendly at all. So yeah, links will be down in the description. If you want us to check out something, comment below on what we should probably review or check out. An Addy maybe, or a mod that caught your eye, maybe some juice. It's been a while since we've done a juice review. Be sure to go check out our other videos. We do lots of reviews on stuff. See you guys later.